You look like you're not even trying to either. You're just like, this is it.
This is just my relaxed face.
I just feel like you have the attitude of like,
no,
stop expecting me to go any further.
And she was more flexible right now than me after the stretching. So
well, that everybody saw in the before pictures. And I'm not there yet. So
if
that's what I'm working
I
towards.
couldn't either.
Well, I'm not comparing myself to you.
Hi everybody.
Welcome back to our channel.
We are gonna be fit. Or we're at least gonna be stretchy. We are going to the gym most recently way more than we've been before. And that makes us pretty tight in our muscles. So why would we not do more stretching? And why would we not do that as kind of a challenge as we always do? So what's the plan, Stan?
Exactly. So the plan is for the next 30 days, we're going to devote just 10 minutes to stretching, and we're going to take before and after pictures to see, does that really make a difference? Is 10 minutes a day, is 10 days a minute enough or not? And yeah, so let's get to the before and after pictures, I guess. I'm going to show you the actual flow of stretching we're going to do in a second. So actually, before we start, here's the flow of stretching. Sorry if this angle is weird. Also, disclaimer, I'm not a personal trainer or anything like that, but I am a dance teacher, so I feel like I know how to stretch myself at least a little bit. And I wanted to show you what we're gonna be doing, the stretching kind of, I keep wanting to call it a stretching Zug, which Jörn said doesn't exist, but the flow of stretching that we're gonna do in case we get some results and you'd like to try the same thing. So we're gonna start, I'm gonna be fast, but we're gonna start with our legs a little bit more than a hip distance apart and upside down. I'm not gonna spend the same amount of time in each position, but we spend some time here. We'll walk our hands over to the right at one point, try to get our knee to our nose, and the same thing over to the left, knee to the nose. And then we start this Zug that I'm gonna continue to call it. We'll be in a right runner's lunge. I like to keep my stretching a little bit dynamic, so moving front and back a little bit. That's position one. This will happen 3 times. So we have the regular runner's lunge, and then we're gonna come up into a triangle, trying to get both of our heels down into the ground and our nose to our knee. That's number 1. Number 2, you're gonna come back to the runner's lunge and open up the back arm to get a chest opener and a twist in the spine. For the second one, for the second triangle position, you're gonna flex the front toes, and again, trying to get the nose to the knee. And then for the third round of our runner's lunge, you're gonna turn out the front toes to get the hip open and head down to your elbows. Hang out down there. Again, a little bit dynamic if you want. And then for the final up triangle, you're gonna bend actually the back knee to activate the calf muscle. So that's what we've got for our standing section. Then we're gonna tuck that back leg under the front one. So we've got this little twisty thing going, and trying to get this foot all the way on the floor, which I cannot do. Both hips stay on the floor. This arm, so your left arm will raise up and grab the knee, your right knee, and your right arm behind your back. And we got another spinal twist and a hip opener. So we're there. From there, we're gonna swing the right leg that was on top around the back to hit into this half pigeon position. And while we're here, we can stretch our abs for a second. So we're gonna go into like a cobra, I guess. And then you'll go ahead and go down onto your elbows or onto your stern, your forehead, or whatever feels good for that amount of time. The back leg that was straight is now gonna tuck into this little cheerleading sit. So I'm in 2 90-degree angles. And then you're gonna lay back. You can stay up here or down on your elbows, or you can go all the way down, and we're gonna hang out here for a little bit, getting the stretch through here, trying to keep your knee on the ground. We're gonna come back up, and now the left leg straightens out in front of us. So we've got this right leg still in a 90-degree angle back here, and the left one here, and we'll fold over that front leg. And now, since I demonstrated the right, this is a little bit awkward for the camera, but this leg will stay out, and we'll go into a full split and just hang out going down to the front here. And then you can walk yourself to both sides, trying to get your nose to your knee, nose to your knee. Exactly. And then we're gonna do that entire thing with the left side, which I'm not going to demonstrate. So, and from here we'll do the normal bicep stretch on both sides. Tricep stretch with a little bend on both sides. And shake it out. And you've made it through our 11-ish minute stretching Zug. Good luck. Okay, and now that you've seen that, here are the before pictures of how flexible we are right now.
Or not flexible.
Yeah, I don't even know yet. So let's take some before and after pictures. So here we are before. All right, now all that info's out of the way. Let's get stretching. Day one, right?
Started.
Good luck. Day one. Good job, buddy. How do you feel?
Hungry.
Okay. See you for the 2-week check-in.
Hell yeah.
2 weeks later.
We're at the halfway mark. Yay.
Halfway done.
Yes, halfway done. How do you feel?
After 15 days, I feel pretty good. I have to say, like, for me as a totally unflexible person, it already made a difference after a couple days. But now, like, I'm getting more comfortable in the positions and stuff, so not like super dramatic. There are better and worse spots, but
I think for sure after 30 days, there's going to be differences. I'm excited about the before and after pictures because even for me, I was more flexible in high school than I am now, so I'm excited to try to be getting back to where I was
and
before.
she was more flexible right now than me after the stretching. So.
Well, that everybody saw in the before pictures, but 2 things that surprised me. One of them is that I thought after a couple days I would stop being sore, but still every day when we start stretching, my body's like, oh my God.
But also we mostly do it in the morning where we are like just like a little tight.
But after I always feel better. I feel like I just like walked on a horse or something, like my hips are always so open and I'm kind of like, so that's surprising me. And the second thing is that I actually get quite warm during the stretch, only 10 minutes, but I get like almost to the point of sweating some days.
Definitely. Always.
And I'm like, I was surprised by that. I was thinking like, oh, stretching and be like nice, or like, no, sometimes I'm like warm. But other than that.
Well, that's the point. At halfway done, let's see how it looks if all the 30 days
That's
are
right.
over.
See you in the next 15 days.
2 weeks later.
We did it, 30 whole days of stretching.
Finally.
And we have already taken our after pictures, but we tried, like he didn't see his after pictures, I didn't see my after pictures. So we're not 100% sure. We obviously have a little bit of a feeling.
Yeah.
One of us had much further to go than the other, so I think we should maybe start
What are you talking about?
Maybe we start with me. I will say, we go to the gym quite a lot nowadays, like probably 5 or 6 times a week.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And I don't notice it so much during workouts, but I notice it, there's like one strand, like here, that hates
Talking
me.
about one is more flexible than the other, I couldn't do
Just
that.
to show you, like, it is one striation of muscle that seems to be aggravated. And like when I did the split again today to take the picture, so I think I need to give it a rest. The left side's feeling great. I feel like a lot of progress happened on the left, but the right has definitely been less progress because of, I think I'm somehow injured.
Okay,
but
show me.
Anyway, so let's look at my before bending stand picture. I had hands down flat already.
Yeah, you had them flat, but also like your elbow were like a little bit bent, so maybe you could have been
I don't
further
think,
back.
no, I could, this was as far as I
Okay.
could go. But let's see now.
Yeah, it's like it's behind your heel.
Yeah,
So-
this little hunch in my back, I still gotta work it out that I can get flat. But I felt like I was smushing my organs.
This is happening to me so often when we are in the gym and when we are going hunch over and everybody else has like a flat back or in downward dog.
Yeah?
Like everybody
you
has.
don't. You need
has
to
a
really
flat-
work on your back.
I push everything I can towards my chest. I can't. It doesn't
You
work.
have to build the muscle, I guess. I think your muscles are so built like this. But this is not about you right now.
Okay.
I could walk further back. My nose is definitely not touching my legs yet. Like there's a place to go, but I did feel like my guts were in my brain. Like I was bending as far as I could. Okay, sitting bent picture. I don't know, but I imagine that it's not that different. Well, It seems more lazy.
Yeah, a little bit. Like since your feet are a little bit more forward, it might be like maybe an inch or something.
I think it's more that this looks like I'm folded and kind of almost relaxed in that position.
The other one looked rounder.
And the previous one looked like I was like pulling for it. So I do think maybe there's a little bit of an improvement there. Okay, my splits. Definitely light coming from between the ladies.
Ladies.
Possibly, yeah. But there's definitely light up there.
Yeah.
And then probably
But what you can definitely tell, show the other one.
Okay.
Boom, flat on the floor.
There's
barely.
some light.
You can't even tell.
There's some light in there. But I do think it got better. And this is the hurt leg. Like, this was a split tonight where I was like, ooh, I shouldn't do this. My body is like, stop. Screaming
but
stop.
It looks really good. It looks like, only if you try to literally look at it and try to find the little gap.
My goal was to be able to put my hands up in my splits. And I couldn't do that yet.
Because otherwise you would fall over, or?
Just because then if you can put your hands up, you're like sitting flat on the ground, you know? And I'm not there yet, so that's what I'm working towards.
I couldn't either.
Well, I'm not comparing myself to you. You're not really my goal.
I thought I was your goal.
You're not. I already. Okay, left split. Again, you can see light down there. And I'm definitely leaning forward here, which means I'm probably trying to push myself.
Yeah.
So, and in this one, I'm sitting more upright.
Yeah.
There's still light coming through, but I think that one definitely feels better. And I feel like I look like I'm not pushing as hard.
You're looking more relaxed.
Anyway, I wanted more progress. I really think that my hamstring is mad at me and I need to give it a second.
Maybe that, but also if you're at a certain position already, then it probably takes longer to make these little amounts at the end. Like from my...
10 feet away.
Yeah, 10 feet away mode, then it's easier to make progress and show a big difference.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I'm excited to see your pictures now. You ready?
Me. Yeah.
Okay, so
now you see the famous hunch.
Yeah, everybody has a hunch. You're bending over.
Yeah.
Okay, you're bending, you're not touching the ground.
Yeah, it's like, what is that, 4 inches, 3 inches maybe?
Hard to tell. Okay, and now we're have ground contact. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that was like my minimum progress, that I can touch the floor.
Your goal.
Yeah, barely touch the floor.
You have like the fingertips.
The good fingertips.
Okay, bending, you cannot reach your toes.
No, absolutely not.
You look like you're not even trying to either. You're just like, this is it.
This is just my relaxed face.
I just feel like you have the attitude of like,
no,
stop
I
expecting
was,
me to go any further. Look at you touching your toes. Wow, that's very good. And you're not even really bending your knees to do that. Like there's shadow under there, but you're doing it correctly, which is awesome.
I thought that was the point.
Yes, but you still could have had problems. Okay, splits will be interesting. This is your left split.
I
got
actually,
a really terrible dancer foot going on in the front.
Yeah, I can't tell at all if it's gonna look way better or a little better or anything. Okay. Yeah, a little
I think
bit.
The back leg, I think that's what's striking me the most. Like, look how bent your back leg is. Your hip flexor opened, I think, because this back knee, I feel like, is further. And you almost look like you're trying to point your toe. You just forgot to point your whole foot. You're just pointing the toes, just this little foot. So, I mean, you can tell it got better.
Yeah.
And then the right split. You have very good technique on this one. Your hips are very nicely aligned in the before picture. Let's see the after. Yeah, I think for sure your hip flexors have opened.
Hip flexors.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I didn't expect to put like a full-on, flat-down split within 30 days. That's just not going to work.
Yeah, but what I learned from this too is we didn't do any split at all. We did splits on the first day and splits on the last day as just like an experiment. Like, does this type of stretching get you your splits? And I would say the answer is no.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I just tried it now. Like, I never did anything that got me like, that would get me like flexible in here.
That's not true, but we were always doing a half. You're stretching one way while the other one is relaxing. You're stretching one way, the other one's relaxing. And we didn't put both under tension unless we're in a pyramid, really in the triangle, right? Nothing is really both under tension. So that's good to know. But I think that was good. I think for sure you can see progress. And especially in somebody who had a long way to go, it's the easiest way to see the most progress, right? And so I think we should keep going.
I honestly thought throughout the time, like, it is 10 minutes. And especially if you're already going to the gym every once in a while, it is easy to incorporate because afterwards you're sweaty or you don't want to like...
You're already there.
You're already there, and this is a way to calm down. I think it's definitely something we could keep doing and we should keep doing.
Yeah.
And I would even approve it, even though it's a movement every day.
Stick around, make sure you subscribe, because I think in 6 months we're going to do another update, because especially, like we said, someone like Jörn, I think we can show huge progress, and we're going to start incorporating splits to hopefully get our splits better, because this wasn't exactly perfect for that. So that's good to know if you're going to do it. You got to actually practice the split.
With like working out, it also takes longer to see progress and therefore be more motivated. But with this one, I felt it getting better basically day by day. Maybe like after 5 days it started, but therefore I felt progress every day, and therefore I was more excited to do it and to push it more and to get more progress and more and more and more. I'm excited to see what's coming therefore then in 2 months and in 5 months to get the update, and let's see.
Yeah, I also felt like on the days that we didn't stretch until like 10 p.m. or something because we were busy all day, that my muscles were like, Caitlin, like, please do it. And so I actually think I think it was doing something good for me. And it also was doing something good mentally. I think it's like a stress reliever a little bit, like especially releasing your hips and stuff. So recommended.
Yeah,
See you in 5 months. Jörn's right. I did the math wrong. It's a 6-month update, but it'll be in 5 months from now. So see you in 5 months. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share it with your friends. Try the stretching routine. Don't forget to add the splits. That's our recommendation.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you in the next video.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.